characters: George Hill, the manager of a bank; Jane Hill, his wife; Annie, their cook; Mr. Briggs, the assistant manager of the bank; Mr. Winter, the cashier. It is about 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. Mr. and Mrs. Hill have had lunch, and they are drinking coffee in the sitting room.
Ugh. This coffee has a terrible taste. Why can't Annie make good coffee? It's quite easy. You can show her.
I have shown her. You know that. She makes good coffee for a few days, and then she forgets again. I'm afraid she isn't very clever.
You're quite right. She isn't very clever. And she's a bad cook. The lunch was terrible, too. I wanted to talk to you about it.
Must you do it now? It's Sunday afternoon.
No, it can't wait. I must speak to you about Annie.
All right. Tell me.
Well, the trouble is this. People come to our house. They come for dinner and they get bad food. What do these people think of me? I'm their bank manager.
But what can I do, George? I know the food isn't very good. Next time I'll cook the dinner myself.
No, you can't do that. You're my wife and you must meet these people. You can't spend your time in the kitchen.
What's the answer then?
It's easy. We must get a new cook.
But Annie has been with us for a long time, George. Nearly 20 years. We can't do this to her. She isn't a young woman now. How will she find a new job?
I don't know. She must go. Things are different now. I'm the manager of a big bank. We must have a good cook.
You're different now, George. You've changed. You don't care about people.
I care about the bank. And I care about our customers. So Annie must go. Explain the matter to her. She'll understand. Give her 3 months. She can find a new job in that time.
It won't be easy.
Will you tell her today?
Can't I do it tomorrow?
No, you'll forget about it. Do it today.
All right. I'll speak to her today. Poor woman.
I feel rather tired. I think I'll have a little sleep.
You stay here. I have something to do. I won't disturb you.
Mrs. Hill goes out of room. Mr. Hill puts his feet on a chair and closes his eyes. He is soon asleep. Mr. Hill is still asleep. There is a knock at the door. Mr. Hill hears the knock and wakes up.
Who's there? Come in.
2 men come into the room. The first is Briggs, the assistant manager of the bank. The second is Winter, the cashier. Good afternoon, sir. We're not disturbing you, are we?
Why? It's Briggs. And Winter. In fact, one was having a little sleep. What is it? Is it something important?
It is rather important, sir.
I hope it isn't Troby. LHE Bank isn't on fire, is you?
No, sir, the bank isn't on fire. But we had to see you. We had to see you. We want to talk to you.
Today? It's Sunday. Can't it wait? You can tell me tomorrow. Come and see me in my office.
It can't wait, sir. We must talk to you today.
I don't understand. Well, sit down. Both of you. Now, what's the matter?
It's not easy to begin, sir. Shall I tell him? Briggs, one of us must do it? No. TLL do it. I'm the assistant manager. Well, sir, we think you ought to resign.
Resign? Leave the bank? What are you talking about? Is this a joke? Briggs?
No, it isn't a joke.
Now 1 minute. Please. It's Sunday afternoon. You come to my house and disturb me. Then you tell me that I ought to resign.
We are very sorry, sir. We know it's Sunday. But we had to tell you.
But you can't do this. I'm the manager. You're only the assistant manager, Briggs. And Winter is only the cashier. You can speak to me like this.
We are doing it toward the bank, sir. Lieutenant will be a good thing for the bank, sir. Believe me.
I have had enough. Go home, both of you. Take a holiday tomorrow. You both need a rest.
We are all right, sir. We don't need a whole day. But we must have your answer today, sir. Will you resign?
It's like a bad dream. Why must I resign? What have I done? Tell me that.
You don't manage the bank well, sir.
Of course I manage the bank well. Thousands odd people use our bank. Business is very good.
Oh, we know that, sir. But we do all the work. They use our bank because we work hard. And you're not nice to the people in the bank. You're nice to the customers, but not to us. No one likes you.
Oh, I know they don't like me. They have to work hard and they don't like that.
But you don't work hard, sir.
Of course I'll do.
Oh no, sir. For example, you come late in the morning. And you often leave early. And you take 2 or 3 hours for lunch. We spend all day in the bank, but you are never there.
But I am the manager. That is part of my job. I have to look after important people. I have to have lunch with them. It's good for business.
It is pleasure, sir. You're very fond of good food.
I won't listen to this.
But you must.
I shall write to the head office about you. Then you will have to resign.
We have already written about you, sir. Yes, sir. We explained the matter and they agree with us.
What? You've written to the head office? Behind my back?
We had to do it, sir. We were only thinking of the bank. And they agree you must resign.
But they cannot do this to me. I have spent 30 years in the bank.
Think of the bank, sir. It will be a happier place without you.
But what am I going to do? I'm not a young man. How can I find a new job?
Oh, you will find something, sir. Maybe a job in an office. And you can have time, sir. 2 or 3 months. You will be able to find a new job.
I am not sure.
But you promised to resign, don't you, sir?
Well, I must. The head office agrees with you.
Thank you, sir. And we are sorry about this, sir. Briggs and Winter stand up. Briggs and Winter say good afternoon and go out. Mr. Hale sits with his head in his hands. After a time Mrs. Hale comes in. She is wearing a heavy coat and she has a bag in her hand.
Oh, it's you, dear. Briggs and Winter were here. They left a short time ago.
Yes, I saw them when they were going out.
They came to tell me something. It isn't very pleasant. I have to resign from the bank.
Yes, I know.
Do you know already?
Yes, they told me.
They couldn't wait. Did they tell you the reason, too?
Yes, the people in the bank don't like you. FM not very Merhill surprised.
I have spent all my life in the bank, and now I've lost my job. Ole, are you going out? And you've got a bag. Where are you going?
I need a holiday. I'm going to spend a few days with my sister.
At this time? But I need your help now.
I can't help you. And I must have a holiday. I can't wait.
But you can have a holiday later. We'll go together.
Where will you get the money for a holiday? You've lost job. It won't be easy to find a new one. You are not a young man. I've got 3 months. I'll find something.
I've got 3 months. I'll find something.
I hope you're right.
You're leaving me because I am in trouble. When are you coming back?
I have no idea. I'll write and let you know.
But who's going to look after me?
There's Annie. Speak to her nicely and perhaps she'll stay. Well, goodbye. George, write to me when you have a job.
This is a terrible afternoon. I've lost my job and now my while has gone too.
Mrs. Hill goes out of the room and there is a knock at the door and Annie comes in.
What is it, Annie? Do you want to leave? To zero.
Leave. Sir? I came about Annie the tea. Sir, it's almost 4 o'clock. Shall I bring tea? Sir?
So you don't want to leave? Are you sure?
No. Of course not. Sir, I am Annie very happy here.
I've lost my job. Did you know that?
Yes. Sir, Mrs. Hill told me.
And my wife has gone for a long holiday.
I know. Sir. But she will come back. I will look after you while she isn't here.
I won't have much money. Perhaps I won't be able to pay you.
It doesn't matter, sir. I have saved some money, so I don't need Annie now. But I want to stay here, sir. It's my home.
Thank you, Annie.
Shall I bring tea now, sir?
Later. Please. In about half an hour.
Very well, sir.
Annie goes out. Mr. Hill puts his feet on the chair again and closes his eyes. Mrs. Hill comes into the room. Her husband is still asleep.
George. It's almost 4:30. What's that? 4:30? Oh, it's you, dear.
Yes, Of course it's me.
Then you haven't gone to your sister's.
What are you talking about? I haven't been out of the house. You've been asleep all the afternoon.
Have I? Then I was dreaming. It wasn't a very pleasant dream.
You must tell me about it. Shall we have tea now?
That's a good idea. I need a cup of tea.
Mrs. Hill rings the bell for Annie.
By the way, dear, have you spoken to Annie yet?
Not yet. Give me a chance. I've been busy. But I haven't forgotten. I'll tell her this evening.
I was thinking about again. Perhaps we ought to keep her. She's been with us a long time, and she may not get a new job.
I told you that, dear.
I agree with you now. Of course, she isn't a good cook, but she works hard.
Yes, she works very hard.
Perhaps she needs help in the house. We can get someone.
That's a nice idea. Annie will like that. But what about your dinners? Who will cook when your friends come?
Oh, the dinners aren't important. We won't ask people very often.
I'm glad. I never liked those dinners. But, George, why have changed suddenly? You're quite different now.
Am I? I'm glad you say that.
Was it your dream? You must tell me about it.
No, I don't want to talk about it. But I won't forget it.
Annie comes into a room.
Shall I bring tea now, madam?
So